On. Hello. We are on the interwebs. I am Chris Pellick, and I am your little cottage master for this little actual play. With me, I got my buddies, Jim, Justin, Cassidy, and Bella. We're going to kick things off, as we usually do, with a little icebreaker. So this would have been good last week, but who cares? What would your character's New Year's resolution be?
Huh.
See, I feel like my New Year's resolution for Leda is different than what Leda's New Year's resolution would be.
I would love to hear both.
Because my New Year's resolution for Leda is that she should cause more problems.
Oh no.
I feel like Leda's would be... something related to, like... Actually, I know what Leda's would be. And it may actually become relevant this session, so perhaps I won't share.
Is it cause more problems?
No, that's going to happen, but...
Fine, keep your secrets.
You know what it is, Chris.
I probably do.
Fine, keep your secrets.
It's like, I guess that's more of a short-term thing. I guess her like more general New Year's resolution would just be like, I don't know, figuring out more ways to be able to use her magic and her research and stuff to be like helpful, or to be able to help the rest of the team do some more cool stuff, to be able to just help them even just with like day-to-day shit.
Alright. Spoons, I'm calling on you.
Hi, good buddy.
What's your answer?
My answer is get stronger to be able to help protect the people he cares about.
Oh, Spoons is such a sweetie.
He's the bestest boy.
Do you want to go, Sage?
Like, similar to Cassidy, I feel like I have a funny answer, like what I would want Sage to do, and what the answer actually would be. I've always thought that, like, if Sage wasn't a character in this group, and if I didn't like you guys so much, that I would just lean so hard into Sage being this angsty asshole and like having such a villain arc and not care.
More problems.
But I think her actual answer, and because I am in this group with all you awesome people, I think it would either be something stupid like read more books, like, you know, the people who are like, this is my book goal for the month and it's like 30 books, or a more kind of angsty answer, like to become stronger to protect not only her friends but herself, which has nothing to do with today's session. What? That's super silly. Someone else go. I can't.
Is Sage the 100-book-a-year type gal?
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
I mean, she would be if she wasn't a monster hunter now. In a perfect world, Sage would just like read her books and cook their food, and that would be it. But things had to get complicated because it's a TTRPG or whatever.
All Sage know is read book, make food, kiss girlfriend, and lie.
Literally. That's actually so in character. Sage doesn't lie about anything, and everything's okay.
Sage has never lied in their
And now Bella's starting to lie
Yeah.
too.
Oh my god,
When you start becoming your character, what?
you can't do this to me. I can't.
Nyx.
Yeah, I I I think it's a bunch of small things. So it's not a grand overarching one of like I want to get stronger, or I want to achieve this great thing. I think he wants to get better at cooking, get better at gardening, get better at being a partner, get better at being a friend. Uh, Essentially, as of till this moment, at least in his head, everything has been happening at him, and he's just let everything happen to him and he reacts. So in his head, those small things, cooking, gardening, um, cleaning, being a better partner, being a better friend, those are his small steps of essentially taking back control of his life now that he knows it's in his control. So yeah, it'd be that. Just a hundred small things.
He's turning into one of the what are they called on TikTok? Trad wives, traditional wives. You know what I mean?
Don't put that on him.
I love it so much.
He's gonna get really into baking bread.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
We love the sourdough king.
He's going to make so much focaccia bread, and instead of it, and every time someone says GF, he's calling it girlfriend focaccia bread.
It's really funny.
He's so dear
my
to me.
Oh yeah, something magic.
Something.
Something about magic.
That was already resolved. Speaking of that, shit, I was trying to like jam in a recap. You guys did a lot that session. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
like I totally forgot that session starts with Arletta later being dragon napped, kidnapped, spider napped. One of those.
Something like that.
Because of her web weaving sister, fuck some shit up. Mistaken identities, later was kidnapped by a giant dragon. Spoons teleported and took a little joyride with our good buddy. Spoons lost like all of his spoons.
Yeah.
And his sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
bring up that drama,
Um,
don't you?
Then they escaped, and then later was like, Spoons, I'll be okay. Get the other. Abandon me in the forest by myself. And Spoons did it. So, like, what a great fucking friend.
Hey, she didn't die.
She didn't die. Nyx, finding this out, went and made some decisions, lied to the party, made a deal with Nyx. Eventually, they got back with Theta, fought a cottage that was actually a monster, but Nyx lost his magic. They went to Kaler and found out it was always Nyx's magic. He never actually made a bond, a pact, with Kalor the Feylord. And we're picking up. You guys are still in the Feywild. Is there anything that you guys would like to do after this revelation? After you had a bit of discussions last week.
And oh yeah, and I have my magic packed out.
Yes, you made a bunch of bombs.
Oh yeah, I made so many bombs. Can I roll to see how many bombs I made?
Roll a d6.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And just to keep everything above board, I will use a spoon for ritual purposes.
Ooh.
Well, that's only a 2.
Okay, so you made 2 bombs.
Cool. So I have one and Spoons has one because I did say I would give Spoons a bomb.
That's
Oh,
probably
God.
fair.
You lost your sword. I wanted to give you a little present.
Spoons with the bomb that's scary.
Spoons with a bomb. What will he do?
I mean, he lost his sword, broke a potato gun.
It was a
Oops.
very breakable potato gun in Spoons' defense.
True.
Hmm.
And so I guess the question, so in the Feywild, we'll get back to our good buddy Sage in a second. In the Feywild, you are talking to the Feylord Kaelor. And there is Spoons, Lita, and Nyx there. So the question is there anything you guys actually want to bring up, or just have lunch and leave?
Lada's gonna throw a bomb.
Nick steps back.
Attack dog girlfriend. I have to make an executive decision on what these bombs are. I'm gonna go with burn bomb. So target one foe. They gain the burn status condition. I'm gonna set Kaelor on fire.
Cassidy,
Yes.
Cassidy. You told me
Yes.
you were choosing violent. So you chose.
did.
Why did you doubt?
You
I
told me,
told you what I was going to do, and yet you were shocked.
and yet I was shocked. Yet I was like, she's
The
not
woman
gonna.
was too stunned to speak.
That sounds like a Chris problem.
It really
I said I was
does.
here to cause problems.
And so now I have to decide what Kaelor is gonna do instead of thinking about it beforehand.
I told you there were bombs, and I told you I would cause problems.
Alright, let's. So which bomb did you choose?
With the burn bomb, so they are on fire.
Alright. So you chuck a bomb and, well, it's a potion. That's a vial of liquid, I assume?
Something like that. Maybe a bit more elaborate than most of the little pocket ones that Leda has, but just, yeah, like a little, probably just a little potion vial thing that just has this, like, liquidy fire swirling around in it.
Boom! Flames start going. And then I'll use this as a reaction. We'll resolve that condition, and narratively, she's going to just start crying like anime style, just waterfalls of tears, and that is going to clear the fire, clear the burn, but she would still take that 1 damage.
Boo fuckity who.
Nixie Poo, your little girly toy, attacked me.
And I'll do it a fucking again.
Do you want this bomb?
You can keep the bomb. I have other things.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So first, not a toy. My girlfriend.
Oh,
Not a toy.
mortal toy? What's the difference?
I know I just went, but can I vine whip her?
I'll allow it. She's not attacking back.
Cool. I'm gonna fucking do a vine. I'm gonna do a fucking web whip about it. Alright, so that's alchemy, which I have so much of. What's the target number?
This is a Fey Lord, a Archfey, if you will. It's gonna be a 6.
I spend the
Yeah.
spoon.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6, 2 4s, and a 3.
What do you hex?
I will hex.
You take your web, whip. Nixie Poo!
No, this is... Look. Wait, I'm mortal. Why would... If you don't like mortals, why do you like me?
Yeah, but you're like a bit Fey, you know?
While that is true, if you keep insulting them, I'm not going to stand in their way to attack you.
When did I insult her?
Remember when
Your
first
presence is an insult.
See, she's being so mean to me.
you haven't been nice either, Kaylor. You called her a toy. You made fun of the fact that she was mortal. How about this? How about we just not have the lunch? We'll go our way, and you can have your garden back.
But I made
And
biscuits.
I use consumable chemist and I throw more fire at the biscuits.
Now they're burnt biscuits.
oh,
Leda is upset.
yeah, no, valid.
Mostly, I should clarify, on Nyx's behalf. She is very angry that Kaylor has just been fucking lying to him for God knows how long.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
not directly telling the truth, omitting the truth.
Yeah, that's true. It's not a lie. Kaylor is kind of my bitch. I love Kaylor. Not like within the
Cassidy
context
the
of
player fucking love Kaylor.
I love
Fucking Leda wants him
Kaylor.
dead.
Okay, Justin, I am going to need... This is more of a... How Fey Kaylor is gonna be, trades later. Can you just roll me, what's your charm?
What's my charm? Oh no.
Whatever it
One
is,
second,
better
let me
than Leda's.
And
My
that-
charm is 3.
Oh, okay, then yeah, make a, Do I want you to do a actual check, or do I want you to just roll a dice? You know, let's just roll a dice.
Roll the dice, baby.
Sounds good. What am I rolling? Just
Just,
a d6?
just a
2d6?
d6, just one singular d6.
I'm in danger.
3.
Okay, fine. But Nix, we really do have to do lunch another day.
Yes, because I still want to talk to you about the fact that you never told me that you weren't my patron.
Honey, I told you. I never said I was your patron. I just didn't tell you I wasn't. It's fine. You had to figure it out yourself. Here is Janie and all that jazz.
I mean, it kind of did make you stronger. Hate to agree with Kaylor on this one right now, but
Leda will give you a look of absolute fucking death, Spoons.
Now, it's fine. Alvita's saying we'll lunch soon. And poof.
I still have question. That's fine.
Oh
Nope, it's
no!
totally cool.
Oh no! You are the ones poofed back into the cottage. We're going to. Obviously, it's going to be falling later first, then Spoon, then Nyx on the top.
spoon sandwich.
sleep. Just Leda will just yell out into the empty space. You sleep with one eye open, motherfucker.
I roll off, pick both of them up, and go. Are you two okay?
I am holding a quite frankly remarkable amount of rage inside of my body.
I have just the thing for that.
Hmm.
Follow me.
Alcohol?
Nope. Training.
Training montage?
Training circle. And I hold out a hand.
Leda will like a bit of the tension kind of drops from her shoulders, and she'll take Nyx's hand.
Spoons, we'll be back. And I walk out of the cottage with him. I'll let you know when we get there and when we come back, so you know exactly where I am.
As we're like walking, Leda's just like, I cannot fucking believe that. Actually, no, I can. I can entirely believe that they would do something like that, but I'm still really fucking angry about it.
Yeah, no, you're valid. That Kaelor sucks. Kaelor is a Feylord, and I
don't mess with the Fae. This is the thing they do. They just go and they take things that you care about and they just fuck it up and do some weird monkey's paw bullshit. And then they're like, oh, it was for your character development.
As we were walking into the woods, I go, you know what? You're right. And I hold out my hand and a little shadow spider appears. And it goes, but guess what? And 1 turns into 4, turns into 8, turns into 12, and I spin them around us as we walk, and they drop from little shadow webs. This is all mine now. And then collapse it back into my hands.
It was already yours.
Well, now I know.
Even if fucking Kaelor had anything to do with it, it would be yours.
Thank you. Meeting you and Spoons and Sage has really helped me start to see that. But now I know, without a doubt, this is all me. And there's no Fae patron, none of that. And that's awesome. I think. I'll be honest, I'm still very confused.
It is. Because you're awesome.
Thank you. He squeezes your hand. And then once we enter the training circle,
I have an incredibly important question for you, Justin.
Yeah.
Is Nyx still wearing the dress?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Good. Yes. No.
Now. I have a way to get that energy out.
This is Leda's first time seeing this place.
Yep.
So she looks around and is just like, is this something you've had out here?
Yeah.
Is this where you're always running off to?
Yep. This is where I go when I think I haven't done enough, or I'm afraid, or I'm angry or sad. It's the one bit of my past that still exists that I have taken from what family I had and made my own. This is my training circle. But for our purposes, and then Nyx runs around and starts bending the trees, limbs down and putting like pieces of hay and buckets on top and creating giant pools of shadow. And he turns and goes, "It's time to teach you how to shadow step."
All right. Lead the way, Professor.
Do you...
I have a rough approximation. I've been working on it for ages, which is part of why when you just had it because you're brilliant, it was admittedly somewhat frustrating because Ophelia, she can't do totally what you do, but she does something similar, and I was trying to like figure out a way to recreate that.
So I am going to try. We're going to try to do this in the only way I know how. So you approach magic through research and science and focus. This particular spell, you need something different. And Nyx leans into one shadow and pops up behind Leda. It requires you to be... You know how sometimes when you do magic, you're controlling the magic, right?
Yes.
Well, that magic is a part of you. And he holds his hand out. He walks in front of you and holds his hand out like this. Hold your hand out.
Okay.
For this, and he laces his fingers through your hand, you have to be like this with your magic. It's not just something you control, and he pokes you in the shoulder. It's in you too. And that's the one you have to use for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to lean into the shadow, look at where you want to go, and just will yourself there. It's not a pass or fail. It's a thing that happens. It's an experience. It's not a test.
I'm trying to figure out if that's comforting because tests are something I'm good at.
Nyx walks over to the shadow he wants you to go into. That he wants you to teleport or walk through. All right, well, I'll be here. And he holds his hands out like this. A+ if you can get to me.
Chris, do you want me to roll anything for this?
Oh, yes, I actually have an idea.
Oh?
So,
idea.
I was thinking this is maybe based off the way, since you don't have this on your list yet, based off of the way Justin had Nyx describe that. I'm thinking we're gonna do a little interesting roly roll here. Maybe let me check to make sure this is negative. Maybe alchemy minus lore check.
So, alchemy minus lore?
Yeah,
So that would be 1 dice.
kind of thinking you have to fight your like sciencey urge and just give in to the instincts.
Interesting.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
I do love that.
I'm going to message you something. I just want you to tell me if this would help. Because this is something I rolled for my spell book. I want to know if this would work in this situation after Leda does her thing.
Should I
Yeah,
roll now?
yeah, and that was 100%. Yes. That would
Okay,
help.
so as Leda's focusing,
I think yeah. Describe what you do. Don't say the mechanical effects yet.
actually, you know what? Nothing yet. Nothing at all.
Let me try it first.
I believe in you. You've got this.
1 dice, here we go. That's a 3. I don't know what the target number was.
Later. So I imagine like you're kind of falling backwards.
Probably At first, Leda probably like goes just to kind of be directly under it, and then she like kind of tries to like actually go at it about it the way that like Nyx does and the way Nyx had described it. So she like steps a bit further back out, and then just kind of tries to like lean herself back into it.
And as you lean yourself back into it, you're feeling it. You're feeling encouraged. Thud! And you hit your head on the ground. Take a spoon of damage.
Rad.
You know, I think I saw something there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I think I. Let me. Are you like on the other side of the training ground? Nyx?
I am. Nyx runs up to you and goes, "I believe in you," and gives you a big hug.
Aw.
And then runs back to the other side. Yeah.
Are you trying it again?
Cool. Do I do just the same one die?
So you are trying it again, I assume?
I am trying again. I want to see because Nyx is on the other side. Are there like any points of shadow in between those two? Because I'm wondering if I can have it rather than have it be from A to B, have it be like A B like from A to B to C, and if that'll be like if a shorter distance traveled will make it easier.
Yeah, I think there are.
Cool. So I will try to do that.
Roll 4 dice.
Hey, the power of love or whatever.
Eh.
6, 6, 2, 1.
So close to 666.
So close to the funny devil number.
Do you do the same thing? Do you fall back?
Yes.
And you fall back, and then you feel yourself sinking, being consumed by shadows. And as Leta's face kind of is the last thing that merges, eeps into the shadow, we kind of zoom into these full shadows and then zoom out. And now we're at Sage's parents' house.
The drama.
What?
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 How are you feeling, Bella?
I'm stressed, and I did it to myself. So we'll see how this goes.
Good. So do you want? So where we left off is you saw your mama Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Linda.
want to pick up exactly there?
We can. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with whatever. I'm very go with the flow. I'm flexible, and it's okay.
Okay. So yeah, I believe you were asking your mom about magic.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that you and Dad both taught me growing up a lot about magic. Kind of fucked up, but like it's fine, and I'm coping in a really normal and grown up way about it. Um, Dad doesn't have to be involved. Um, it could just be you and me, or like if you know of any good tutors through all of your like I don't know magic mom groups. I don't fucking know. I just this is something I had to do for me. I have people that I need to protect, and I can't keep reacting to shit and running from shit. I've run from too much. And I guess I'm running from home now to do this, but like that's different because it's for a good reason and not because I'm chicken shit or whatever. I don't know. I have ideas. She pulls out a fucking binder. She's been like scrapbooking what she wants for a while, like how she wants this to end up. She's like, look, I know what I want the end goal to be. I just need help getting there that isn't my friends because it's not their responsibility. And if I'm being honest, I didn't leave on the best of terms. We didn't leave on the best of terms. And this could be something good that comes of our relationship. And if not, then I go home and nothing changes. Kind of a take it or leave it thing. I brought you cookies too. Chose at another tin. Oh, here.
I have a question. Is it a recipe you got from her, or is it
It's a recipe I got from her, and I'm sure it won't be as good as however she did it, but it's a recipe I got from her.
You remember the recipe? You've gotten so. These look so much better than the last time you tried this.
Thanks, Mom. Thank you. That's really sweet.
Well,
I'm going to
hopefully
choose...
they aren't. Hopefully they aren't too sweet, honey.
They're cookies. They're cookies. But yeah, thank you.
Oh, come here. It's been too long. Hug your mother.
Can I give you a high five? Can we start with a high five? Is that an option? Can we settle for a fist bump?
That is not how you talk to your mother, young lady.
I'm sorry, may I please give you a high five? Please. Thank you.
She pulls you in for a hug.
Okay.
I need to message you something, Bella.
Oh, sure.
Oh, golly, secrets.
Is it just the ooh that you messaged me, or is it something different? Oh, it's something different. Chris messaged me a bunch of O's earlier.
I could see Chris doing that. I need to message you something. It's just the letter O.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's start with something simple. We're going to just you're going to just need to bake some cookies for me. That's all. That's going to just get that inner tea flowing.
Okay. Okay. Well, sure. Oh, what kind of cookies do you want to make, Mom?
Oh, surprise me.
I feel like it would be better if you told me what you wanted up front, because I think that we could avoid a lot of conflict that way. But like, sure. And she like is saying sure repeatedly as she like walks into the kitchen. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Okay.
I don't think it really matters what type of burnt cookies you make.
They're not gonna be burnt. But that's okay. That's fine.
Oh, I think they will, and that's okay. That's part of the steps.
This is the most aggressive baking session that Sage has ever had. Like, everything is passive aggressive. Like, you know when you're mad, but you have to do the dishes or something, and you're like banging every single plate and bowl into the counter, and that's what Sage is kind of doing. Like, she's cracking eggs and they're like exploding in her hand, and she's like, it's fine, it's fine. They're gonna be burnt anyway, right? So it's fine.
So
Yeah.
if I had a nickel for every time in this campaign that one person telling another person to bake cookies was the most ominous shit I'd ever heard in my fucking life.
You'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a
Two!
lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
It's weird that it happened twice.
It's a cozy game, so we have to keep with the theming. Like, it's gonna be fucked up, but it's cookies, so it's fine. We're all okay here.
Title of the episode. It's cookies, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So walk me through the steps.
So Sage mixes all of the dry ingredients first. Really aggressively. There's flour everywhere. There's flour on their face. Everywhere. They would then mix the wet ingredients. So I'm trying to remember how I would like make cookies if it was just me. Wet ingredients are separate, like eggs, milk, other wet ingredients that you put in cookies. She'd ask at one point, she'd be like, do you have oat milk? Never mind. Dumb question to ask. You don't have oat milk. Continue going. Then combining everything, forming it into balls, and putting it in the oven. I'm worried about putting it in the oven, Chris. You mentioned burnt cookies. I'm frightened.
Well, first, you skipped a step, and I'm being a little pedantic little bitch over here. And so I think actually pretty early on, you're gonna. So you're doing that much work before you preheat the oven. You have really gotten slow with doing your household duties. I mean, it's okay. Some people need a lot of time.
Sage is going to slowly put the bowl down and look at her mom and go, you know, maybe this was a mistake. Dad was always better at this shit anyway. Maybe I should just go to him. Is that what we should do? Are we gonna be stepping on each other's fucking toes? And she goes to fucking preheat the oven. And keep going. Go get your fucking cookies.
I'm going to be okay. Good. I want to make sure. We won't be stepping on each other's toes, honeys. I'm just gonna be out in the garden.
Great. Stay out. The great. That's awesome. And Sage is going to continue.
As you start forming the little balls, it is getting hot.
What do you mean it's getting hot, Chris? These are the consequences of my own actions. I don't know what I was fucking expecting, but
it just feels really hot in the room.
Okay. She takes her cardigan off to try and mitigate that. Is it the oven? Is something on fire, Chris?
Do you want to check?
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking around and go, Mom? You're in the garden, shit. And just start looking around.
Make a alchemy check, target number 2 for searching for something.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I don't have any dice anymore, and it's upsetting. But it's fine. I do have dice. They're just at school. Getting knowledge, etc. We made this joke last week.
They're dice gree. Is that anything?
Yeah. They're dice gree.
It took me a second to get that. That's hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
What check is it again? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
That would be an alchemy check for noticing shit.
Okay. Um. Oh shit. Okay. It's a 2, a 3, and a 5.
You can. I'm gonna let you pass without spending a spoon.
That's nice. Thank you so much, Chris.
You're welcome.
You're the best ever. Also, you're really good at this, by the way.
Yeah.
I just feel like saying that for no
What?
reason.
I'm good at role playing a petty bitch. What?
Whoa.
It's not role playing.
Everything
Hey,
is
it's
fine.
still role playing. Chris isn't a middle-aged woman.
You got me there, Cassidy. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong. Nothing is burning. There isn't any smoke.
Okay. So I guess she'll just chalk it up to her hot temper. Get it? Because it's hot and Sage's mad. Can I get a cozy coin for that joke? That would be really funny. I feel like I might use that.
And you know what? I think it would be funny. I'm giving you a cozy coin. I did slap my knee.
Thanks. That's awesome. Thanks. I wasn't expecting to actually get one. Okay. Yeah. What?
Can I get a cozy coin for earlier when I surprised you by doing a thing I told you I'd do?
No.
Damn.
That's not nice. I'll give you my cozy coin. It's an economy, a friendship economy. You can have it.
We've seized the means. We're unionizing. The union's back.
It's our cozy coin, guys.
Our cozy coin.
No, I'll put them in the oven. I'm stalling and anxious. I put the cookies in the oven.
And
because I preheated the oven.
You did. You preheated the oven. I think this is a good time to move back over to Spoons. You doing anything?
I mean, he kind of was just left to himself. Yes, I will do something. I'm going to teleport to see the mayor's wife, who we don't know is the mayor's wife, but she doesn't know she's the mayor's wife, and follow that thread.
Whoa.
I think
Somebody knows that.
I think you guys do know she's the mayor's wife.
Oh yeah, she doesn't know she's the mayor's wife.
Right. All right.
I was like, somebody knows that at least.
She's like kind of staying in like the doctor's office, essentially, or at least like that's where you guys left her.
Oh yeah, Dr. Frog.
So is this Dr. Oh shit, I was never here. That's fine. I'm gonna go to the reception. Oh, so is there a receptionist thing there?
Yeah, there's like a nurse receptionist. Like it's not a hospital. There's like a nurse who also checks in patients.
Hello?
Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm here to see the lady that doesn't remember.
Do you have any information?
I guess I don't. But my friends brought her here, and I just wanted to check up on her, make sure.
I'm not sure if it's so. We don't want to give her too much excitement right now.
That is, yeah. Has anyone stopped by besides me recently?
That spidery gal.
There's like 6 of those.
Can you be more specific? Do you know, did they drop a name?
Would you have dropped a name?
Would I have?
Yeah.
I don't know. If she like just maybe.
And because Leta's actually the one of you who I feel like is most likely to not drop a name.
Yeah. I'm trying to, I mean, like, if it's like, if I had to, like, get checked, is there, like, a guest book I had to fill out? I don't know.
Yeah, I think yes. I think it was a Leta.
Oh yeah, that's my housemate.
Yeah, no one else.
No one else. So there's no way I could see her. I know I don't want to put stress on her, but I just my conscience. I just want to make sure she's all right.
Make a target number 4 charm check, my dude.
How important is this role?
I mean, worst case scenario, when Leda and Nyx get back, you bring us with you, because I guess we have permission to see her because we're the ones who brought her.
Valid. Well, I did not pass, Chris, and I'm not using a spoon.
I'm sorry, sweetie. We really, this is a really weird case, and we just she's kind of in a vulnerable position, and we can't just let anyone walk in off the streets.
You know, thank you for doing your job so properly. I appreciate that. I was just trying to be a good citizen.
We understand. Now, if you excuse me, I have some nurse stuff to do.
Real dialogue, canon.
Well, I'm not playing a typical gym character, so I will not do it.
You and that just teleport in.
It's killing me. I want to so bad.
It's so weird you're not.
Do it.
Roll to see if you do. Let the dice decide.
I that's valid. High or low, Chris? What do I want? We'll do evens. I do odds. I don't. Fuck. I don't teleport in.
Damn.
The dice gods don't want me to do this. They know.
Cassidy,
Hi.
do you spin the spoon?
Sure.
Slowly, bit by bit, you feel your legs encapsulated by darkness, nothingness. It is not cold, it's nothing. It is almost a comforting nothingness of the void as your legs, then waist, torso, arms, and then finally head gets consumed by the shadows, and then your eyes, your vision. And you feel something, nothing. It's nothing, but it's a nice nothing. But you still feel movement in this weird existence of emptiness. And then you feel yourself moving towards heat, warmth, light. As you and fall, you regain balance, you regain existence, and then maybe stumble a bit, falling into Nyx's arms.
I knew you could do it.
Went farther than I thought I was going to. I was just trying to hit a midway point.
I believed in you.
Thank you.
Of course. So, want to try again?
Yeah.
I grab Lena's hand and dive into the shadow again. Popping up back where they were originally.
Can I like go with him, like follow him?
Yeah.
And then
gotta
I
roll.
go,
I don't have to roll.
I think I know what you're taking for your level up, so you don't have to roll.
You know, touche, my man.
I step back and go, now, Leda, I'm going to tell you something that I'm not sure you've heard a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun.
I think, yeah, she'll kind of like. She laughs at that, and then. I think. I'm trying to think of like how to describe this. I think first, just as almost sort of like a test run, she takes a few steps back, and then like reaches a hand out and like webs the tree that's like casting the shadow and like pulls herself towards the tree with her webs, but then like pops out at like the other side of the ring.
Of course she does it cooler than me.
Now that's worthy of a cozy coin.
Hey, hell yeah. We love to see it. You say that, Nyx, and she'll be like, "It's very cool when you do it."
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's see how fast you can do it. And then Nyx dives backwards into shadow and just starts bouncing back and forth.
I think she'll try and do it a bit more like with the webbing and just like she'll like use the web to almost just kind of like maneuver herself around the space with the shadows. And so it's like even as she's like popping up in like all of these different places, there's like all of these different little bits of like web that start sort of like hanging around the trees and just sort of like forms like a little just like almost just this is like little like halo of like webs kind of around the ring. And eventually there's like a point where she like kind of stops for a bit and she's watching Nyx go around. And when she kind of like is sort of like trying to like track like the pattern of his movement. And then she'll like go back into the shadow and like sort of like pop up so she's right in front of like wherever he is going to pop out of next.
Well, hi.
Hi.
I knew you could do it.
I had a very good teacher. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. I kiss her.
Yeah. Not if she kisses you first.
Make a muscle check!
Idiot.
I'm better at those than him.
Oh no, I rolled a 1.
I rolled fake eyes.
We both rolled 1.
Well,
I rolled ones, and that's true love, actually.
but I think but I'm still gonna say Leta has a higher muscle, so you both go for it, but Leta gets there first, like Leta's the one who's initiated, but Leta kind of falls into Nyx.
I was gonna say we both go to do it, and then like kind of like bonk our foreheads against each other for a second, and then it's just like, oh wait, hang on, and then she kisses him.
As soon as she does that, Nyx wraps her up while kissing and falls back into shadow.
Now that is really fucking cute.
Goth love. Goth wizard love. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. Sage.
No.
It's fucking hot.
Sage is done for this episode.
It's fucking hot, my dude. You are. Is Sage a sweater? Like, does Sage sweat a lot?
Not typically, but
Say-
if
say-
it's really that hot, maybe she is.
Oh, Sage is. That's why I was asking, because Sage is sweating.
Oh my god. She's gonna try and go outside while the cookies are baking. To find her mom.
Yeah, you don't. As you try to walk out of the kitchen, bonk! Straight into a force field.
What? She's gonna start hitting the force field with her fists. And she's gonna grab a kitchen knife and try to stab at the force field. Can she bite the force field? Can I bite the force field, Chris?
You know what? Make me a muscle check. Something that this party is great at.
Famously.
After today, I might be good at muscle. You don't know. You don't know my life. I'm trying my best, okay? I got a 2.
You take
I
this.
don't think I bite through the force field.
Oh, you slam your body against the force field. You take a knife. The blade starts dulling. You, in desperation, try to chomp, but you can't really get your mouth around this flat, invisible surface. You try, and then you end up spending maybe like a minute trying to bite the fucking force field to no avail.
Just feral Sage.
This is great.
Love
I think I would be so stressed that I guess I would say I attempt form changer, but if this is what I think it is, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
think-
know.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. She's just gonna start screaming. Then she went, "Mom, hey, help! The fuck am I supposed to do, Chris? Yeah.
There's a combustion in the oven. Flames, fire start to spring forth.
Shit, fuck. Okay. I'm going to run to the sink to try and get water to pour it out. Maybe.
Oh, that's actually really fucking smart.
You can't force field the sink, Chris. You can't put a force field around the sink.
You can't force field the sink.
Title
That's the
name.
title of this episode.
Title of this episode.
Well then this is going to give you a little bonus. As the flames start to crawl up and consume around Sage. Hey, Spoons, you got anything else to do? Really soak up any scenes if you have. Maybe
Let's
just
see. He's probably cleaning the cottage because it's been a minute. Probably gonna talk to his birds. Ruby.
Oh, you know what? You guys haven't actually like got any cozy points, like experience points.
I know.
for-
I'm working on it.
It's been a while. Do you want to like? How do you go about this? Is this logical? Is this frantic? Are you just teleporting all the way? This deciding what check this is.
Chris,
Yes.
do you think Spoons is a logical creature?
I think Spoons is the most logical, lawful creature. I think he has a PhD in logical cleaning.
Well, he's definitely gonna be teleporting while cleaning.
Make a target number 2 alchemy check.
2, 6, 6, and 5. So close to another 6. So close to that devil number.
I think that's a super success, buddy.
That is a super success, buddy.
Perfect. I mean, you passed. It's pretty damn clean. It's been a while. You guys been pretty damn busy.
Yeah.
I mean, fighting multiple monsters, getting
A
kidnapped.
day.
It kind of does that to you. Also, Chris, Ruby was part of me at one point, right?
You've never mentioned that to me.
Yeah, I did with the Phoenix Blast. The
You are right.
and that's how I flavored it. Can I offer you a one-time mechanic thing?
Interesting how you say offer me instead of saying can I beg you to allow a one-time mechanic thing.
Well, I lost my precious, precious sword, right?
You did.
Since Ruby was at one point part of me, could Ruby become my sword?
Are you going to give up your pet for a fucking sword?
I was hoping to switch between them. Come on, that's a pretty cool mechanic, if I'd say so.
Oh, you are tempting me, buddy.
Maybe once per session I could switch, maybe something like that.
Sword form.
Sword form, Chris.
Oh, God. I almost was like, roll a charm check to try to convince the GM.
Charm check against God.
Chris, I will be there in 25 minutes. What's your favorite candy?
You should know that, buddy. And that's a trick question because it changes between Reese's Peanut Butter Cup and gummies.
I knew it was gummies. I wasn't sure about the Reese's, so I'll bring both.
Wait, could you give Ruby form changer? And the form of the thing can be anything, and the form could be a sword.
You know what, Bella? You're a genius. Chris, I found a way I can make this happen when we level up.
Okay.
You can
yeah.
have my form changer. It's fine.
Yeah. Are you going to use your level up for that?
We'll see. It's a possibility. Or you should just give it to me because I'm awesome.
You are pretty awesome, and you are out of a sword.
You should feel really bad for my decision, Chris.
For your
You should feel bad for me.
For your
For the
decision.
choices I've made, yes.
I do, but for not the reasons you think.
Ouch. Ouch.
You know what? I think I'll allow it.
Let's go.
Once per session.
That's a valid mechanic. I'll have to find a way to write that on my paper. So it's clean. I got
Bird.
Swordbird. And change to sword.
If Spoons gets another sword, Spoons will be a sword bird that hangs out with a sword bird.
Ooh.
Double sword bird, and I'm always saying that.
Sword bird. Dual wielding.
Swordbird has no meaning now. It's been said so much. That sounds like a pretty good afternoon for you, Spoons.
You know what? After everything and all of the teleporting and all of the being the hero we all deserve, this is a good evening for Spoons.
Deserves a nice day.
He's
He
having a
really
spa. He's getting his bird's wings all cleaned. Got the little cucumbers in his eyes.
Incredible.
He's
As you deserve.
treating himself.
Good.
So you could cause more trauma for anyone else now because Spoons is he's living life.
You know what? I will.
Yeah, trauma.
Such a good idea, Jim. That's so. I love that idea so much.
Such
Or
a
we
fun
could just,
idea.
or we could have a Spoon's Beach episode.
A spoon
Spoons.
a spoon solar beach episode.
Yeah.
None of the rest of us come to the stream. It's just Chris and Jim.
That would be awesome.
I
Oh,
watch it.
that would be so bad in a specific way. So more drama, you say, Jim?
I thought about my statement and I take it back.
Oh,
I
you
think
use that to no.
should,
Hands off the chess piece. Sage, did you
Sorry,
tell
Sage.
Did you tell Syra where you were going?
I wrote. Okay. I wrote a message to everyone in the book before I left and said, "At my parents' house." Smiley face, and I wrote the smiley face out. I remember that. I didn't canonically tell Syra where I went. Could I retcon,
Ye-
like leaving a more long form note of what's up for her?
Yes, you may.
It has a
Okay.
book as well, right? I gave Syra a book.
Yes,
You did.
Yeah.
but
Okay, so
it's
also
the
a personal note for her. I'm just trying to remember, but I was trying to remember if
Yeah.
I gave Syra a book.
okay. So
It wouldn't be anything more than what I wrote in the book. It would just be a more detailed, like, this is where I'm going. It's bulking season, babes, or something like that. It wouldn't be that silly, but like to the effect of there are changes that need to be made, and I'll be back soon, and so many I love yous, and I don't know. If we really want to get into the private message, the private letters that get sent between Syra and Sage, probably like a promise of what happens when Sage gets back, privately. But like, who's to say?
who's to
And
say?
history
Who
will say they're
knows?
best friends.
Room
It's fine.
bunk mates.
Yeah, bunkmates
And
on
they were
one bed,
bunkmates.
one big bunk.
Yeah, no, I just was because I feel like she might have not been happy if she just got the same thing as the rest of the roommates. So
Yeah, she got a little personal.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Nix and Nata, do you guys head back?
After a bit, probably.
Yeah, well, after. Absolutely, we start heading back.
Walking back to the cottage, holding hands, bisexual wizard love.
Oh my god, I love you guys.
Hell yeah.
Holding hands. Oh.
Well,
Is this the first time you
that-
guys like walked and held hands?
It can't be.
No.
no, we've definitely done it before.
Me and
I
Jim
just
have
wanted
a
an
chart.
excuse to say bisexual
Yeah.
wizard love.
Hold on. Let me go to messages with Bella. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
As we are heading back through the forest and back to the cottage, that was. I know we don't get a lot of those, but I really like when we can just kind of be together without running from monsters.
So do you. Not running from monsters in general, but specifically not running from monsters with you.
Yeah.
Thank you again for helping me with that, teaching me.
Yeah, I made a promise. I was gonna keep it. What? You know, I realize between the monsters and the mayor thing and our memories almost being taken away or people showing up and attacking on roofs and being teleported random places, we haven't gotten to talk a lot.
That is true.
Well, that's changing right now. So I have to wonder because we're monster hunters now. Big and brave, I think. And I'm in a dress. Um
It's a good look.
I'm a fan, but I think you'll like the next look even more. Um when when we've finished with the mayor and we've figured this out and this village and all the other ones aren't being continuously bombarded by monsters, what do you want to do? Not specifically like any, just what was your goals before this, or did you always want to be a monster hunter?
Definitely not that one. I mean, it's a little bit funny. I started doing this for you.
Monster hunting?
Yeah. They're because in a not even a roundabout sort of way, I guess, sort of a direct kind of way, because there had been just sort of the panic with the explodey cat in my lab, and a bunch of my equipment got broken, and then you just, without even thinking about it, you went and replaced it all for me, and I don't know. I felt like I wanted to be able to do something to repay the favor, so when fucking Kaylor was like, "Oh, go hunt these monsters for me, Nick. Solve my problems that I caused for me."
I didn't say that's a good impression.
Thank you. I I wanted to help because I felt like, like I had said, I wanted to do something to repay the favor of you helping me, and then everything sort of continuously escalated from there, but I mean, I think things worked out pretty well. I wouldn't change any of it.
No, I wouldn't either.
I would maybe not get kidnapped by a dragon, but
Um, yeah, I mean, there are some things we could probably tweak here or
yeah,
there.
so maybe to polish up a few things, but the broad strokes.
Um, okay, but what do you want to do? Like, what is your goal after this?
That is the big question. I don't know.
That's a very fair and real answer. I don't know what I'm doing more than half of the time, so that is an answer I totally get.
Manage it a lot better than I do.
Yeah, I kind of like the chaos.
I'm glad one of us does.
You'll figure it out, I have no doubt.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I moved into the cottage with you all just because I wanted to be away from my family for a bit, but I didn't really have a set direction that I wanted to go in, so I just kind of tried to find somewhere with people who wouldn't have any predetermined expectations of me, and then I just sort of went about my research, and now we're here.
Yep, you're a web slinging, potion throwing, shadow stepping, amazing Leda.
I mean, You're pretty remarkable yourself.
He kind of holds up his hand where Arun is. I'm seeing that.
You're remarkably powerful.
Yeah, I'm excited to get to explore more of that. Explore what I can actually do. And because it's my magic and this is my life and you're my Leda, I know what I want to do. I want to explore who I am. But I just want it to be next to you.
I think that'll work out well. I have no intention of going anywhere.
Me neither. Well, me neither. There's nothing
There's a lot
that...
of places that we can go, but I want you to be with me.
Yeah. There's nothing that There's nothing that the mayor can throw at us that we can't take, the five of us.
I suppose we still will have to start chipping away at that again.
Yes, as soon as Sage gets back, I think we should make a plan of getting to the heart of it. As long as none of us get kidnapped, teleported, brainwashed, mind swipe. What else happened to us?
You covered a lot of the important basics.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to tempt fate by listing more.
You know what? That's fair. Nick wraps an arm around Leda as we break near the garden.
Hang on. Wait, no, actually, you finish your thought first.
I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I'm not worried. We've got this.
I'm remarkably worried, but you make me happy, and I think that balances out a little bit.
We'll protect each other.
We will. Now hang on, I have an idea. Can I see, as we're approaching the cottage, can I see spoons through the window anywhere?
Make an alchemy check.
Cool.
She's just in the house, like, dancing.
Oh, if Leda wasn't gonna do this, I would have sang a song while you guys entered, but now I think that's changing everything. Because, yes, he is absolutely dancing with, like, just... He looks super clean, dancing in a robe.
I was gonna say I should get an extra dice because he's being very not subtle, but I honestly don't know if I need it because I got a 6, 2 5s, and a 2.
A 6?
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I was not going to be a target number 6, so, like...
Spoons is not that sneaky.
Describe what you would like to happen.
Alright, I think Leda, like, gets a view of where Spoons is in the cottage, and she, like, goes toward the garden, because a lot of that is very shadowy and dark and weird in a very Leda and Nick's way. And she'll, like, sort of just, like, she'll, like, get her web, pull herself into the shadow, and then, like, I think she, like, still with some, like, web now sort of sticking to, like, the ceiling of the cottage, will drop down from the roof and just go, "Hello, Spoons!"
You see the cucumbers fly, his feathers go out, he screams like a 3-year-old child lost at a Target store.
What? What the...
I don't. He's reaching for his sword, realizing he doesn't have it.
I will have to do something about that. Do you want me to make you a new sword?
Well, nice to see you too. Hold
Hello.
on.
I learned a new trick.
I can tell. I
Nick,
should have.
as soon as that Nix hops in the shadow next to Spoons, and it pops up. Hey, buddy.
He swings his arms. I don't know if you're in the way.
Oh,
Incredible.
I attempt to duck.
Somebody take a fucking cozy coin.
I have an extra one already.
I think I'm the only one who doesn't currently have an extra one.
I don't either, but you could have it.
Oh no, we're scaring you, so you get it.
Yeah. In my notes, I have 3.5 cozy coins because Bella was like, "Take mine."
it's our cozy coin.
The people's cozy coin.
Yeah.
4. So it's a fourth? 3 and a fourth? Since it's ours?
There we go. Everyone has 0.25 of a cozy coin.
I duck under Spoon's wing. Whew. So, how's your day been, bud?
It's clean. It's been peaceful. And I learned a new trick.
Did you? Oh. What's
Ruby! Ruby! Bird flies, and you just see the similar katana that he had, but with flames, just as a blade.
Oh my goodness.
that? How often can you do that? Or can your bird do that?
Not often. He's gonna have to recharge for a while. I would say like once every 7 days in the overworld days.
Secret overworld days. Leda, goes up. Are you holding the sword?
Oh yeah, I'm like waving it.
Leda goes up and is just with all of her spidery eyes and is just observing it and it's just that's so interesting. How? And just the equations are going and she's just trying to she's just fascinated by the fact that this is a thing your bird does.
This is new, and don't worry, it's no weird magic. It's just I learned he could do that now.
Incredible.
So it's pretty cool.
So you're still out of a sword when the bird's recharging, though, right?
Well, it's still new. I'll try to turn it back into the bird. Doesn't work. I think I just kind of pretend like it's a bird, but it's stuck in the form for a while, I guess. It's the best way to describe it. This mental connection that I've made with Ruby over the past few insert number days.
Yeah.
I just was trying. It seemed right. And I'm like, you know what?
It's
Yeah.
very impressive magic.
Thank you.
I can still attempt making you a new sword if you would like one, but I will leave that decision up to you. Or if you'd like another different thing.
I mean, I feel bad. I kind of broke your gun. I don't want to keep breaking more of your projects.
It was very fragile. I wonder if I could rebuild the gun. I might try to rebuild the gun.
Here's the components that I got. It's a little messy right now, but maybe
I guess a lot of it would still be. So maybe I can't rebuild the gun. Maybe I'll make a new gun. We'll figure it out.
I look at Boop. Hey, Boop, can you turn into a sword?
That's a yes.
All right, we're gonna try. Ready, Boop? Turn into a sword.
Oh!
I give Boop a high five.
He's gonna
You know what?
He's gonna jump up and do a biting high five.
And Nix loses an arm. No.
You know,
My God, is it
You know-
my dog?
you know what? Close enough. And I pat Poop on the head.
I'm not even going to attempt it with Ophelia.
But it could be a
Meow.
shadow sword.
Hello.
I think it only works because at one point Ruby was part of me.
Would make sense.
That's just a guess, though. I don't know.
A bit of your like sort of magical energy that was made into like a physical form of a bird, and so it's still in a way sort of connected to you. So in the same way that you manifested into a bird, sword bird.
That makes sense, actually.
I mean, that's just a hypothesis.
But I
Is-
mean, logically, even though I'm not logical, it's been established. That makes sense.
Is anyone worried about Sage?
Yes,
Oh, uh,
but I worry a lot.
would we? Oh yeah, I guess when would we have seen the note from Sage? When would
Oh.
we have seen the note from Sage?
Yeah, you would have seen the notes from Sage.
There is at any given moment so many things to be worried about.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna go change out of the dress. I will be right back.
All right. I think while
I-
Nick is doing that, Leda will pull out the book and just be like, "Everything okay?" Question mark. Just checking in.
I think
Oh
I'm
wait, no,
too
it's got a
far.
10-mile radius. My
Yeah.
phone- yeah.
Meet more.
You're out of
Sage-
bounds.
It's okay.
Unless it's not out of 10 miles.
It is.
I think it
I
is.
figured.
Yeah.
I had to ask.
I wonder if there's any. I wonder. I'm gonna go knock on Sage's door. Syra?
Yes, later.
This may be something that you've already done, or they may have spoken to you about what they were planning on doing. But I was thinking because we haven't heard from Sage in a bit, which makes sense. She's out of the range of the book. But like the last thing that we heard from Sage was that she was heading to her parents' house, and I don't know if this is a thing that your little magic mirror eyeball can do, but I figured I would ask if you had the ability to check and see if they were okay. And again, this might be something that you already thought to do yourself, obviously, but I've just figured that I would ask.
Checking something.
Sage did say they gave Syra more detailed instructions of where they were.
I didn't tell Syra. I'm not about to get doxxed. I didn't tell Syra.
I thought
The
you said you did
address?
that.
More detailed as in like why I left, what I'm up to.
Oh.
Not my home address is.
If you're talking,
Oh.
is it doxing if it's your girlfriend?
Absolutely. My boyfriend of 4 years has no idea where I live. This is a joke, but like it would be really funny.
That would
Oh.
would have.
A little
Same.
goofy.
If they can't figure out your home address from a series of carefully placed clues, they're not a real one.
I don't
I-
think I'd give her the address because she knows where I live. We live together, like most of the time.
Fair enough.
So
I could, but I don't know if she would. I feel like if she wanted me to know where she was, she would have given me that information.
That is fair, I suppose. I guess it is a mild invasion of privacy. I'm also just on a general high alert about any time any of us exit the vicinity of these. And she holds up the walkie-talkie book.
Sage does that a lot. She just doesn't tell you when that happens. I probably shouldn't
I
have
know,
told you
and that's
that.
what makes me anxious about it. Everyone, I'm the only one who will consistently tell people when I'm planning on going somewhere. No one
This
else
is
in this
true.
house does that.
This is so true.
Leda has the best
I-
communication skills out of any of us.
And that's
I
the
have no
problem.
idea.
And that's the problem. Oh, maybe it's time for you to, well, I also tell people when I go. Maybe it's time
I
for us
appreciate
to,
that about you, Syra, very much.
I was gonna say it was maybe time for us to go on our own rebellion and have a little adventure where we don't tell anyone about, but that's actually kind of makes me incredibly anxious.
Yeah, I like the hypothetical idea of you and I having our own little fun adventure where we go do something, but also there's so many variables and infinite number of ways in which that could end horribly. I got kidnapped by a dragon yesterday.
Well,
Partially kidnapped, I'd say. Kidnapped for 5 minutes.
well,
Not
your,
bad.
I heard your lunch plans went differently in the Feywild.
Indeed. Syra was there with us, right?
Yeah.
She was.
Okay.
Oh, let's do it. Let's go on a miniature adventure to get actual lunch, and we aren't telling them, and we aren't getting them anything.
Oh, that part hurts.
That's
Fuck.
cold-blooded.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's go into the village and let's go get a nice little lunch, and for once we're not telling anyone where we're going.
Yeah, rebels.
But it's also still within the radius of the book, so if something terrible happens, we can immediately notify everyone.
I mean, we're rebel and bad girls, not idiots.
Exactly.
Time for Nix to be an idiot.
Oh, I was planning on something too, but I couldn't think of anything.
I will legit. I will fucking go into Sage's room and sneak out the window, spider climb down the side of the house.
Syra sand slides right down next to you.
Incredible. I'm debating if I should bring Ophelia with me.
Meow.
I'll bring Ophelia. Ophelia, would you like to go on our secret rebel mission?
Meow.
Let's go get you some treat.
Canonically, she does the fist pumps.
Incredible. Perfect cat.
Let's see. I've talked to Spoons a bit recently.
Did you though?
Is there anything else I need to cover with Spoons?
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
Yeah, and I could keep Sage.
What? What?
You are in your mother's kitchen, trapped by force fields, and flame starts to consume you.
I try to jump into the sink. I would like to turn on the water and get in the sink. Please.
Water starts flowing. The heat, steam surrounds you.
Oh, this was dumb.
Why
Why would I think it would be easy?
Make
Wait.
make me an alchemy check.
Okay.
Take an extra dice for being smart and putting the water in there.
Okay.
So that's a bonus dice there.
Okay. I got 2 4s, a 3, and a 1. Does that pass? That would be so cool if that passed.
Oh, what was it?
2 4s, a 3, and a 1.
I think someone has some cozy coins floating around here.
Can I use our cozy coin, guys?
Use
Can I
the
take back
people's
the
cozy
coin?
coin.
I mean, remember, yours starts with 2 cozy coins every session.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
never mind.
symbolic if she's using the people's cozy coin.
It would
I
be
need to use
symbolic.
my-
Yeah.
And that's rolling the bad rolls, right?
Yeah. So reroll all of those.
What was the target number? 5?
Maybe. Yeah. Might have been the 5.
Okay. Okay. I got 2 5s, a 3, and a 2.
Do you want to spin the spoon?
What does it do? What am I? So it's an alchemy check for what? For what?
Not being burnt alive.
Yeah, I'll spend the spoon. I'll spend the spoon. Sure, if it's that in my life, why not? I'm feeling a little silly.
Roll to not die.
I
We
would
don't have death saves in this game.
I would not have that have killed you. I would have gave you the burn condition and that's your health just ticked down.
Touche.
Yeah.
With that pass, describe to me, Bella. Describe how Sage, probably soaked and burning in the sink as water pours in. Describe how you control the fire.
Okay. Because her first instinct was to use form changer, but she can't. I think what they would do is while the fire's kind of around them, the fire would start to kind of sort of resemble other forms that Sage has had in the past. In this like fiery kind of form. And then once it finally settled back on her, I think it would slowly go from maybe a more bright fire and like really raging fire to kind of simmering down until the point where it's just a little bit of smoke and steam that's kind of like radiating off of her own skin, and she would absorb it back into herself. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please scratch our form changer from your ability list and add the fire manipulation ability we talked about.
Okay.
Um,
I'm getting emotional. Oh.
all of us with that, the fire dies down, the heat the heat is gone. You feel the air conditioning, which I'm saying is the cannon flowing from the other rooms. You are drenched in water and sweat, and then, oh honey, your mother runs in. I knew you would figure it out.
Is she trying to hug me?
Yeah.
I'm going to literally put my arms out, straight in front of me, kind of push her back by her shoulders. Not enough to like harm her, or actually physically like push her over, but to keep her literally an arm's length away from me. No. No, you can't hug me after that.
I get. You did so good.
What the fuck?
This is how.
Are you not seeing this? Your kitchen was on fire, Linda. Your child, was on fire.
You weren't ever going to actually be caught on fire.
I was caught on fire.
It was
And
just...
she kind of snaps her finger, and her hand is on fucking fire. I am on fire.
Yeah, but you weren't ever going to be harmed by the fire.
I can't fucking believe it. Are you serious?
Yeah, this is how your grandmother taught me how to use fire magic.
Uh-huh.
This is how I taught you. This is how you'll teach your daughter how to use fire magic.
Why didn't you use fire magic? Why? if it was such a valuable lesson? Do you even remember what I'm talking about, or are we just gonna fucking cuck it out again? How come when Dad was hurling spells at you, why didn't you set him on fire? Why didn't you set the house on fire? Why? If it was such a good lesson and it worked so well, why did you have to use me?
She's she's silenced for a bit.
I'm gonna eat some of the fucking burnt cookies from the stove. You know, it's an acquired taste,
Only
but I kind of like burnt cookies.
only 2 of them were burnt. You controlled the fire quicker than was expected, so only 2 of the cookies.
I offer
fire.
her the other burnt one.
She'll take it without saying a word. At least not, and she'll eat the cookie. Oh. You know, you're the most magical thing I ever made.
I wish I came back hoping that there would be some clarity, you know. You and Dad split, so I thought maybe separate you'd be. Normal's not the right word. We were never going to be normal, but I wanted to learn magic. Not like this, but I'd hoped that it would get better. I know I'm magical. I could have stuck with it. Did it ever hurt when I ran so vehemently in the opposite direction of all the magic you burdened me with?
Did you want it to hurt?
No, I was a fucking kid.
I mean, it didn't. We just wanted you to be happy.
I just wanted you two to be good.
She gets up. This is the best we've been in a really long time. But there's a lot of healing both me and your father have to do before we are anywhere near good. She's going to walk over to the fridge, grab a glass, take milk, and pour you a glass of oat milk. And
Thank you.
puts it down
I
in front of
appreciate it.
you. Then she's gonna go toss her hair and flip the sides her hair is parted down.
Thank you.
Stay a while here. You're room is exactly how you left it.
I can't stay long, right?
I don't. And that's probably not. You staying long probably isn't the best for either of us.
Yeah.
Few days though.
Maybe. Maybe. I do want to see Dad.
Yeah,
I don't want to see him hurt your feelings, but I do want to see him.
I mean, he's still your father, and you should. He lives on the other side of town. I can. Yeah.
I mean, if you give me an address, I can go. You guys don't have to interact.
Maybe. One day I think we'll be able to be in the same room together. We both want to be able to be in the same room to see like you, your events, your milestones, but that's not right now.
I know.
Yeah, but
I
yeah,
know.
stay a few days.
Um, can I don't want to deny your offer, but I do need to let my friends know where I am.
Yeah,
I kind of just dipped. Um, I'll be back though.
yeah.
Um, thank you for the offer. I thank you for the offer. And Sage is gonna kind of dust themselves off. Because they probably have like soot and stuff,
You, I,
places.
I don't think you do. I think you did. You
Oh
had,
shit.
yeah.
Um, okay. And then I guess I'll try to find the fucking post office to ship myself back home. Um,
You, you
'Cause that's
could,
how I got here.
you could also just send a letter.
Oh! Oh my god! I don't have to leave. Oh my god! Yeah, that's the way easier way to do all this.
Send,
Going to
use
the
a post
and
office to
Mail
send
for its
a.
intended purposes.
In this economy? No, you got to send a her
In this
post.
economy.
Yeah, I think I'd like to send a letter and I'll give them my address.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to visit, but I'm just gonna give like the forewarning that I'm learning magic again and that it is a little bit messy, but that it's not going to take more than a couple days, and if they want to visit or snoop on me, that they're allowed to.
Snooping
Because
access granted.
yeah, um, yeah, I think that's what I'll do instead of shipping myself through the fucking mail like a, I don't know, heathen. Yeah.
Excellent. So I think there's only a few things left to get through this calendar day, and then you might actually move to the next day. Wow.
Us move on to the next day.
In this
Never.
Later, where do you and Syra get lunch? You can describe anywhere. It's canon.
Incredible. I mean, in keeping with the cottagecore spirit, I love the idea of us going to just like a cute little cozy cafe and just like getting ourselves some fun little drinky drinks.
Oh my gosh.
Like
okay.
little drinky drinks and baked goods.
The owner and waiter is a talking fat orange cat. His name is Todd, and he wears a bow tie.
He's
love
perfect. He's perfect.
Mhm. That was pretty damn cute. What do you talk about with Syra? Or do you just shoot the shit? Nothing can.
I feel like we have like a bonding moment over the fact that both of our partners will just like sneak off unannounced for like fucking backstory related shenanigans.
Is this like is this something you're allowed to be mad about? Like I get like she has trauma, but
I think
this is my first relationship. I do not know the protocols.
that is fair. I have I have some like past relationship experience. I wouldn't call it a particularly helpful frame of reference.
I am not surprised. You seem very knowledgeable about the Wealden people.
That is the first time that has ever been said to me. I feel like I mean, you're allowed to feel whatever you want. There's no permissions that need to be granted on your emotions. It's just a matter of what you want to do with those emotions once you are feeling them. So if you are mad at Sage for sneaking off, I think that there's nothing wrong with that. And it is just a personal decision of yours how you want to carry on from there.
Well, she gave me more details this time.
That is good.
And we have talked about how I didn't like her just doing that stuff without telling me.
Is good. I think if you're still frustrated, then you can still have a conversation where you say that you appreciate the fact that they gave you more detail and that you can see the effort that they're putting in, but it is still somewhat startling to have them just disappear at random intervals.
You are very knowledgeable, Miss Leta.
Thank you. I have spent a very large chunk of my formative years having to in some way contribute to conflict resolution.
That sounds exhausting.
It was. I think there was a bit of an odd cyclical thing where every time that there was a new sibling who was born, the next oldest then had to go on and take on some of the responsibility of being the ones to help raise the next newest ones.
That must have that must have been really troubling for the oldest then.
I would imagine. My
Oh.
brother has talked to me about that a little bit recently. One of my brothers, my oldest brother.
That makes sense. You are very wise, Leta.
I appreciate that, Syra.
I appreciate you. I also very much appreciate this cat's paw prints foam and the coffee. It is very cute.
It's so whimsical.
That is such a good word for it.
Also, could I get like a little? I'm trying to think of what I could get for Ophelia. Just like I have, just like the idea of like, cause like you know how like some like ice cream places will have like little cones for like people's dogs. I'm imagining just a tiny cat latte.
That is adorable.
Yeah.
So you are sitting across from Syra, and then
It
she's
feels like we're at like a cute little outdoor table.
yeah, and maybe Ophelia has a spoon, not a spoon, that spoons a stool, and she hops on, and then she just
Aw, yeah.
so you guys have a nice little conversation. I think most of these, and that's not to interject, I think a lot of others just be like, oh my god, these sandwiches are so cute and good. That type of stuff.
Just a little girly pop hour.
Just little bad rebel girls who are still within 10 miles where the magic item works.
Exactly.
Much rebel, much wow.
We're rebellious little bad girls, but also we're responsible and reasonable.
Roll, so you are rocking back. Roll me an alchemy check.
Oh, incredible. Oh, I rolled very well. Holy shit. 6, 6, 5, 3.
Good, this was only, you definitely super succeed. 6, 6. You hear, I think there's a few people out and about, but you hear some walking, hee, giggling. Then it's kind of like bending around the corner,
Is it familiar giggling?
and as you turn, you are not seen by them. You see your baby sister kiss a person. This person is maybe taller, broader shoulders, but like kind of still like very lean, and like lanky, not lean. Shaggyish hair, and you see your sister like leaning up, kissing her, and then giggling.
Do I like recognize? Because maybe Mavia had told me about like one of her like childhood friends who was like starting to transition, but like I would still kind of know.
Yeah, like I mean, you haven't seen this kid in a few years, and they have started to transition since then. But yeah, it's definitely that little rascal.
Incredible. I'm debating if I want to interrupt them. No, Leda has to be an insufferable older sister for a moment.
Yes.
Jake was their name, right?
Was the name? Don't know the name now.
Oh, I feel like she had. I thought that she had told me whatever name they were going by now.
I think it was. Do you remember Jake? Oh, do I have it written down?
Because I thought they'd been going by a different name and then they were now going by Jake.
They're trans femmes, so they definitely were going by Jake.
Oh, I misremember then.
Yes, all of the NPCs. So
All of the NPCs. Was it Jenny?
we'll go with Jenny.
I'm trying to remember if that was what you had said or not. I could also be wrong. It could be something else. You're a god.
Well then, we're gonna say fucking. Wait. I wish my notes had Control F.
You know, that's why I have digital notes, bestie.
We're gonna.
Control F, my beloved.
We're going to say Jenny.
All right. No, you know what Leda's gonna do? So, like, where are the two of them exactly?
So I'm thinking I'm gonna draw you a picture.
Incredible. Also, just really quickly, just because I just remembered this earlier when I scared Spoons, could that count as me using my creepy vibe?
Yes.
Incredible.
Spoons will get you back, don't worry.
I'd love to see him try.
So I think with the super success, you are like
diagram.
You are like right here,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys are turning. Oh no, you would actually be like here, and you're turning the corner this way. That's when you see them. So
incredible. But they're like sort of in like a little bit of an alleyway, perhaps
Yeah.
a shadowy alleyway.
A shadowy. Oh, yeah. There's two houses right by. There's definitely shadows.
Cool. Lada's gonna dart over next to the building that she's right next to, go into the shadow, and then pop up right next to two of them and say, "Hello."
There's other. I think Jenny's going to like cling onto your little baby sister a bit. Oh. Oh.
Hey, Jenny, it's good to see you.
Maybe it's going to turn beet red. And Jenny is also going to turn beet red. Oh, hey there, big sis.
So nice to run into the two of you. You know, I happened to be walking by. You know, I was out with a friend, and then I was like, "Oh, is that Mavia? I should go over and say hello."
You remember I told this is my, and she kind of looks up and then smiles. This is my girlfriend Jenny, from when we were kids.
It's good to see you. And Leda will like look at her and just smile and little awkward bisexual wave. That's the thing, right? We all know.
That is so true. Jenny gives that wave back.
Communication.
Reminder, your sister does not live in the city.
I know. She's still here with family, right? I
Yes.
would presume.
Correct.
Nee. See, I guess I'll just look over and I was like, Jenny, did you come out here with my family, or are
they
you are you visiting, or?
They said they were going to leave in a few days, but I kind of was missing my girlfriend.
That's very sweet.
And the other siblings do not know. Do not tell Regina this. She
I'm
came.
not going to tell Regina.
She came out to ask me to prom.
I think Leda is just like, that's very sweet. I'm very happy for both of you, and your secret is safe with me.
They know Jenny's here, just the other.
Okay.
But I do not.
Oh, yeah, Regina would make a whole event out of it.
Could you maybe sometime come and just you and Tia, none of the others, maybe take me prom just shopping?
I would be more than happy to, Mavia.
You are the best, but is it okay if I kind of skedaddle? Because I am 18 and I haven't seen my girlfriend in like 2.5 weeks, and
you could have just said you had to go. The implications didn't need to happen.
Bright blush red.
Dang, just one more thing before I will leave you two to that, but just very quickly, Leda is going to. I'm trying to think of how exactly I want to do this. Leda's gonna like pull a little like potion thing of just like shadowy black liquid out of her pocket and toss it like toward the end of the alleyway, grab Jenny's hand, pull them so that we teleport like several feet away into that, and be like, I've known you for a long time, Jenny, and so And I know that you're a good kid, you're sweet, but I want to make it incredibly clear. If you ever hurt my sister, there will be deep and dire consequences.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good conversation. And then she'll like shadow step them back over and just be like, the two of you go have fun.
As you're like walking away, Jenny looks down to your sister. Your sister is so cool and terrifying at the same time. Later. And
I had to be an older sister.
that was amazing.
Thank you. Can I use creepy again?
Yes, you can use. I knew what you were doing.
That wasn't just for like spoon farming. That was a thing where I was like, I have to do the older sister thing of just like, especially with sweet baby Mavie.
I mean, sweet baby maybe.
I have to do the thing.
And she's the one who made the awkward. Like,
she's the one who made it awkward. You don't have to tell your older sister when you're about to have sex. That's a little bit of advice for everyone watching at home.
True.
Like, no one's making you do that.
excellent. And with that, you can finish up your walk home with Syra.
Figured we'd run into at least one of the siblings on our journey into town.
It is, at this point, just a numbers game.
Yeah, it's not an if, it's a when.
Okay, so any other so you guys get the information about where Sage is gonna be. Syra's gonna send you a reply back, Sage. She's gonna ask if
Okay.
she was gonna ask if you want her. She doesn't want to push, but if you want to, she's there.
I think I do want her up here. And whoever else too, but like I think I would like her up there if she wants to also. It's the very awkward thing of like like I'd like you, but I also don't want you to be pushing, and then she's like, I don't want to be pushing, and then you know, lesbianisms or whatever. You know.
You know.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay, yeah, I'd let her in. My mom's not homophobic, right? We haven't discussed. I think after everything, my mom shouldn't be homophobic.
I was going to ask you.
Roll for homophobia.
Yeah, what to roll for homophobia here?
With disadvantage? No, so here's the question. So, she maybe not homophobic, but is she, like, maybe a bit ignorant? Is she gonna be awkward, or she's just gonna be as awkward as she would be if Sage brought home anyone?
Ignorant, awkward, but, like, not in a hateful way. I think, I've been set on fire, Chris. I think, I don't know. Non-malicious ignorance, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she uses he, him pronouns level of.
Yeah.
That is not a great match for her, but it's the closest thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Syra is delivered to you.
Syra in the
Wait.
mail, what would she do?
Did she send herself in the mail?
That's what Sage did, yeah.
Fucking brilliant. We should do this every time we need to get anywhere ever. I have cracked the code. So I think Sage would open the door and just immediately try.
Sage
Just
keep
Sage would go.
Syra keeps the bow on her head until until you answer the door.
Okay. Did you mail yourself to me?
Yes.
I love you so much. And Sage would almost go to hug her and then go, it's been a very long day, and I don't want to hug you or initiate any kind of connection without asking first. Um, there's been a lot of that today, and she's gonna kind of like try to shimmy out of the door frame and not in the earshot of her mother. Um, I would very much like to hug you if that's something you're comfortable with.
I mailed myself to you. Yes, hug me.
Yeah, I'd give her a large hug, and a little smooch, you know, girly things. Very.
Very girly
Um,
thing.
Early things.
Yeah, and I'd kind of guide her into the house and be like, Mom, my girlfriend's here. Um, please be super chill and normal about it. My girlfriend's here.
What's a Sage's middle name?
Marie.
Sage Marie! You didn't mention you were seeing someone.
I was kind of busy being set on fire, Mom. But thank you for
Oh, now
I'm mentioning it now.
I feel like in the very almost middle-aged mom, half waddle way, like rushes into the living room. I'm guessing. Now
Yeah.
you must be the special um big paws lady that I just learned about.
Syra, this is my mom, Linda. Linda,
Syra,
this is
now
Syra.
you aren't around from here. You are very tall.
I'm not from here either. Like, if we're gonna get super, yeah, we came from my village, from the life that like I built for myself. Let's not get into and I just kind of whisper slash like whisper y'all to sorry. I'm so sorry. Um,
Um, Sage, be a good guest and show your girlfriend around the house.
okay, Mom. And I grab her hand and just like get out of there as fast as humanly possible. Um, I'm sorry about her. She does mean well, I think.
She seemed nice.
Nice is, a word to describe her. You don't have to be so nice. You're allowed to dislike my mom. I don't like her all the time either.
She was. I wouldn't be. That was rude. She is actually kind.
You don't have to say that. I was lit on fire today.
I was gonna say I wouldn't choose to be friends with her.
I don't think I'd choose to be friends with her either, but this is where I grew up. And she kind of awkwardly gestures around. She's brought her up to her childhood room. these are the trophies that I won while under my parents' care. These are some of the medals. And it's just like a wall of just various things. You know, you wouldn't think there was a prize for being most well behaved, but there was, and maybe it was kind of fucked up because that was like kindergarten. And what kind of an example are we trying to set? Anyway, I can do this now, and I light my hand on fire. Do I have to roll to light my hand on fire, Chris? Or can I just kind of...
You don't. You only have to roll for. Uh, you don't have to roll usually.
Okay. Then yeah. This is a thing
Oh.
I can do now.
But I'm gonna make you roll for it anyway. Just roll me an alchemy.
Yeah. Um,
Do you want to?
it's 2 3s and a 5.
You know what? I'm gonna take the 5.
Thank you, Chris.
Uh,
That's so kind.
I don't think there's gonna be fights because we don't have much longer. So I'm just going to consider that as you.
Yeah.
Yeah, spinning the spoon. And she's going
Yeah.
to form a hand of sand and hold it with the fire, and just maybe your heart beats a tiny bit faster. This lady fucking shipped herself in the mail to see you, man. I don't know, that's kind of cute. And then the intensity, not the size, but the intensity, the heat, the pressure of your fire around the sand. And then drop, think, drink, think. The heat pressured and melted the sand and framed it into a small diamond.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, and I try to like put the fire out. Did that hurt you? Are you okay?
That kind of felt good.
I wasn't gonna say anything in case it like hurt you. But I didn't hate that either.
We are really fucking cool together.
I'm sorry for leaving and not giving you much notice.
You gave me you gave me a note which is improvements.
I appreciate you being so kind, and I appreciate you being nice to my mom, and I appreciate you being here. But I want to do better. That's part of why I came back. I want to do better, and I want to be better. Part of that is being stronger and being able to actually do something. I was bestowed with the gift of magic. I might as well fucking use it. And I also want to actually be a better partner, be a better friend. It's a lot in a couple days, but I thank you for being kind.
You are starting to ramble, and she puts her arms on your shoulders, and then a sand hand takes a rope. She lives in the desert. She has like ropes and shit. And takes a like small rope. And then the sand hand grabs the diamond and ties it to the rope and makes a necklace and puts it around your necklace. I see that you aren't just trying. You are doing better. I see improvement, and I appreciate that. Looks around, kisses you. Now, let's Linda probably will start snooping if we stay up here too long.
This room is fully fucking soundproof. I grew up with two very controlling parents. You don't think I took measures? And I closed the door. You know, for all of the late night study sessions. And she kind of...
Sage, I didn't know you two were
Yeah.
part of the Bad Gale Rebel Club. And, we're gonna fade to black there.
Yeah.
I love gay people.
I do too. I too enjoy gay people a little bit.
I have one thing to do before the night's over.
Okay.
I want to make... I feel like... So, when do I hear Leia get home?
Now.
I did not leave. Matter of fact, I stayed in the house the entire time. I did notice, Spoons and I noticed they were gone, right? At some point.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they were upstairs and then didn't
And
come
then
down.
not.
I'm not sure. Up to you guys if you really think you Nix probably would notice Lata's gone.
I did. I'm to a point where I cannot reasonably be upset by anybody leaving randomly.
That was the thought.
So, as I hear Leda come, you hear from up the stairs. Oh, hey, you're back. I'll be right down.
Oh, okay. Syra and I went to the cafe in town, in the village.
So this would be before you got that.
Oh.
Before Syra shipped herself.
Probably. Unless on the way back.
Yeah, let's do it on the way back. So Syra's shipped away to Sage.
No, I was gonna say unless like we ended up, maybe we got the letter about where Sage was,
Yeah.
and Syra was like, "I'm gonna go to the Barry Postal Service right now," because that feels like a Syra. That feels like Syra and Sage vibes.
So Syra coded.
So Syra coded, but I probably have the letter from where Sage is, and it's like, we heard from Sage, they're safe. They gave us the location of where they are. Syra went to go visit her.
Mouth muffled. Oh, it's really good. Like he has something in his mouth. And he comes downstairs. He doesn't have a shirt on. He has a bit of leather wrapped around his wrist, and he's holding it in his mouth, like tightening it. His hair is now pulled back into a ponytail, and he's wearing black leather pants, and that's it. Oh, and he just got out of the shower, so he's wet.
Incredible. No notes. Yeah, I think Lita's just like,
So you said Sage is safe, and he starts playing with, like, pulling the leather strap tighter around his...
yes. Lita just kind of like, will hold out the letter from them.
Puts the letter back in his mouth and reads it. Oh, good. Puts it down on the table. So, what are you getting into tonight?
No specific plans.
No?
No. You look nice.
Oh, thank you. I kind of got tired of the jeans and white shirt. And he reaches to the stairs and pulls a jacket, and it's the cropped black leather jacket, and he goes, I kind of like the new look.
I'm a fan. It's very good.
He kind of like leans forward. Are you blushing?
What? Yes.
He takes his jacket off and goes, "Why are you blushing, Lena?"
Oh, really sunny out today. I was out and about.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had fun out and about. You know, it's not terribly late, but I've had a long day. I'm gonna go up to my room. And you're more than welcome to join.
I think Leda Leda has like a brief blue screen moment. And then she looks over at Nyx and she says, I mean, there's a better chance of no one hearing us if we go into my lab.
Blue screen. And then
And I think she goes up and I think she stands up and starts like going to walk towards her lab, and then she like sticks her hands out, webs Nyx, and like just kind of pulls him.
Nyx goes with her.
Incredible. The amount of Discord pings I have heard in the past 30 seconds.
Right.
Me and Bellows literally have been just jaw dropped and like actually talking and undropping my jaw has like actually was effort.
Incredible.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Something goth bisexual wizard love, ladies and gentlemen. And others.
I figured it was time.
Give the people what they want.
Oh. So
what's going on, God?
I was planning something and now it's gonna go in a different direction. So inevitably. At some point, Nyx is gonna have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. They did this to me. They did it.
Okay. Late into the night. I go to the bathroom.
And as you open the door, there is Kaylor.
Of course.
Nixie Poo.
I shut the door. And then reopen it. Ah, fuck, you're real. What? Why? What? What can I do for you, Kaylor?
It's very important for me to know that I could have messed with the little cute spider girl when she did that first shadow step. I could have made her go to the elemental plane of mayonnaise if I wanted to, and I didn't.
There's an elemental plane. Okay,
Element.
I fucking hate it.
And you know what, Kaylor? I appreciate it. Genuinely, I do. And I... You're right. You could have. You may not have been my patron, but I've been around you long enough to know what you're capable of. So thank you for not doing it. I do appreciate it.
That's all I ask.
Kaylor, I've always appreciated you. I just wish I would have. I wish I would have known that this was just me. You weren't ever gonna lose me. Before I met this house, you were my only friend.
I didn't want to lie to you, but I couldn't telling the truth. That's not how this exactly works. You had to you had to get to a level where you could believe in yourself beforehand. If I told you you were magical, you wouldn't have gotten here. But not with my help. There's some teachers who can teach with books and logic, but I'm just a little fae. I teach people via tricks and pranks.
You're so much more than a little fae. I know that, Kaylor.
No, I'm really not.
Also, I have to ask. Back in the garden, you said I had a little fae as well. And while everyone saw that as a dig, that wasn't, was it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Thank you, Kaylor.
And she's gonna flick your ears. And then it goes in, like, kind of like bend it down as she whispers. I will turn you into a frog if you tell her this. But she is actually kind of really special and a very powerful mage. And she's kind of cool.
I would not. Your secret is safe with me because I agreed completely.
And I'll try to not mess with her that much.
You know what? I will take that. For now, we'll work on not messing with her at all. But I know you, and I know that's not even on the table currently.
We'll just say it's my love language.
I'm aware. Alright, I am going to go.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I know. I came in here because I knew that you would. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
one more thing before you leave. Have you been following what we've been doing? What this group has been up to?
Maybe.
How much danger are we in?
How much danger, or how much danger are you guys in?
How much danger are we in? Boone, Sage, Syra, Leda, me.
You're not in that much danger, but there's a lot of fun coming towards you.
I don't like when you use that word. Okay, then yeah. Well, feel free to watch. It should be interesting.
I am not watching that.
Not that, Kaylor. Everything's so literal with you.
See ya, Nixie Poo. And
Bye, Kaylor.
And she melts into glitter.
Drama.
I'll clean it tomorrow. And then I go back.
Okay. Sage, if there's anything specific, we can cover it next. And okay, anything out in your training you want to cover?
I mean, I don't want to keep eating up time. Like, I've texted you
Yeah.
stuff. We can always montage it. And then get back to like regularly scheduled programming next week. Like we don't have to. I feel bad for being a time suck.
Never feel bad. You're amazing.
What Cassidy said.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm good for today.
Okay. Well, then you'll do some montaging. If there's anything specific you want to RP out, we can let me know, and we can cover it. But then otherwise, you return home. And there is one day before the monster hunting competition. Wonder what you guys are going to do with that as you guys level up to level 9. Which is the highest that this game has ever been played besides like my internal playtests.
Playtest in your mind.
Yeah.
See y'all next week. Adios.
Bye.
Yeah.
Later.